And we are live. Happy Wealthy Wednesday, my favorite day of the week. And I am here today with an amazing guest. But my name is Leah Garcia, financial professional, and I bring you financial literacy in bite-sized golden nuggets. But today's Wealthy Wednesday, we have a featured guest on how what they do impacts and can impact your wealth. And today I have just one of my new friends. I'm so excited and honored that she took the time out of her schedule and away from her family to be with us here today. And when I think of her, I truly think about beauty. In fact, in her honor, I fluffed up my hair. I've got these fresh flowers back here. What I mean by beauty, I mean beauty inside and out. She is truly somebody that is so authentic, and she understands that it's a process, right? None of this is about perfection. It's about the journey along the way. So please give it up and give a warm round of applause for my amazing friend, Miss Amberly Shreve. Take it away, Amber.
Oh, thank you, Leah. I am just so honored to be here with you today and to spend some time with my friend, just hanging out and just talking about wealth and life and how we can bless each other.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. So, share a little bit about what you do, Amberly. What is your business? I know that you wear a lot of hats. You're taking care of the family, raising kids. You've got a
Mhm.
great marriage and household and all of those things. But what is your profession that you actually earn a living with?
Yes, so I am with Promptings powered by Send Out Cards, and we are a web based platform. Um, we are all about gratitude, appreciation, kindness, and being able to connect with the world all through cards and gifts. And when you think about business relationships and how important they are, without relationships, we truly would not have business. And
Mm,
I provide a marketing tool that allows you to connect with a world that is so disconnected and build beautiful, more meaningful relationships, one card at a time. And I absolutely love it. I have been able to meet and connect with such beautiful, wonderful people that have completely blessed my life beyond measure. And I feel so grateful to have all of those people in my life. So it's very simple. We have a web based platform. You can go on, we have over 30,000 templates that you can choose from. And if you're looking for ways to connect with your clients, maybe you are looking for thank you for the business. It was so nice to meet you. Maybe you're looking for birthdays or just touch points, encouragement, all of these areas where you are connecting with your clients. We have all of these cards to be able to support that. So that is what I'm doing these days. And I just feel so blessed to be able to share it with all of you.
yeah, and you're truly the perfect role model for that. I don't know how you found promptings, but it's like you were made for it. It just seems like a natural progression. And I think that what you're doing is really kind of getting back to basics because sometimes we get so involved with all the technology, with all these other AI tools that a simple card can sound like it's just a card, but gosh, taking that extra time to give something to somebody that they receive in the mail. I remember receiving mail as a kid. It was a big deal. We kind of gotten away from that. So how did you find promptings?
So, believe it or not, when I was about 12, I started making cards. And after going to school, I found myself in corporate America, and I saw how differently I was treated in corporate America. A lot of harassment, degrading, devaluing, and I just felt that it was no longer a safe space for me to be
Mm,
in. Um, and that's difficult because my husband and I come from a generation that uh, And I don't even know how else to even put it, but it's just, you just deal with it. You just suck it up and deal with it, generation. And I was no longer going to do that. It did not serve me anymore. Um, and I knew that I needed to make change in my life and really rebuild. My husband really did not understand because, again, he's from that generation, right? I mean, we have a mortgage, two babies under two. I mean, there was a lot going on, and I left anyway because I knew that it did not align with who I was, and I decided to pursue and find myself because I really lost myself for a long period of time.
Wow.
We find ourselves in these places where we just sort of adapt and we do things because we think others are going to accept us. And boy, have I learned so much about myself. So I started with my mindset. Um, I really felt like spiritually, God was taking me through a path of destruction and rebuilding. And my mindset, my outlook, um, the relationship with my husband, the relationship with my daughters, who I was as a person, who I wanted to be, um, my goals, my dreams, my aspirations, and my physical health, all of those things needed to be rebuilt. I mean, I'm talking a full blown rebuild. And it took me a very long time to do the work. And I think that's what a lot of people miss is they just want a quick fix or a pill or a button or something. But unfortunately, we have to take time and do the work on ourselves because um, what we think about ourselves is so important. And a lot of this stuff is very new to me. It took me a really long time to really love myself and find out what really mattered to me. And as I went through those that period of time, I met my business associate. He told me about promptings. At the time, I was actually in financial advising and insurance. Again, not the right space for me. It was very, very heavily male dominated. It was all about things, all about um, things and stuff. And that is not what I'm about. I'm about people. I'm about connections. I want to know what your passions are and what you love to do and about yourself and your family and why you do what you do. So after meeting Sean, it scared me so bad that I prayed about it for 2.5 weeks because I just thought to myself, oh my goodness, what in the world have I gotten myself into? And is it time? And I think I had done the work for so long that it was my gift. And after I started, I took about 4 months or so to really learn how to have a business. I've never been a business owner or an entrepreneur before, so I really needed to learn about business and what that looked like for me and my family. And once I started networking, learning how to network, learning how to build relationships, that's when it clicked. And I really learned how to grow within business and how to thrive and bring value to others. So here we are today, and I absolutely love to bless and serve others and teach acts of kindness and help businesses and companies stay memorable, stay top of mind with their clients, make a difference, and truly be the best expansions of themselves to increase referrals and increase customer base.
There is so much to unpack there. We're going to circle back in a minute, but I just want to give a few shout outs to a few people joining us. Our Mr. Amazing Eric F. King, who we do Motivational Monday with, Eric and friends. Thank you for joining us, Eric. He is your compassionate closer, sales guru, and our mastermind marketeer. And also the amazing Coral from across the pond. Oh my days, Miss Coral is here. And Jason Perry, howdy from Tennessee. I love Tennessee. I'm going to be visiting there shortly. So thank you for joining us. If you have any questions for Amberly, go ahead and type them in the chat. And when I hear your story, Amberly, thank you so much for being so vulnerable and sharing that, because I can totally relate. I actually went through a divorce after 19 years of marriage, and I had truly lost myself, raising four kids, and I love doing that. But what I found is that I just truly lost myself, and I didn't realize it until I went for a cup of coffee. This is when, I just separated from my ex-husband, and I went for a cup of coffee with a friend, and he says, "What kind of coffee do you like?" And I literally had no idea, but I never even thought about that. And so it really comes down to doing the work within ourselves and reconnecting with who we are. And you know what, Amberly, that takes such courage. It takes a lot of courage. It's easier to look away. It's easier to just pretend. It's easier to push those feelings down. And how do we do that? With food and alcohol and other things like that. So, where did you find that courage? Like, what was your motivation? I'm curious.
Well, it was several things, and it's so ironic because I actually met Sean at Eric's meetup on Thursday night. And, I think back to those days and how life changing the whole experience was for me. Um, it truly just changed the whole trajectory of my life. The entire experience that I had through promptings um, has changed everything. It has changed who I am as a person. It has changed the way that I feel about business, how I feel about my relationships with others, and um, how I choose to interact with others. That's something that's incredibly important to me. The integrability piece, the integrity, the credibility piece, that all of those things are truly important to me.
Yeah. And it really does resonate. I mean, it really does. To me, it's about when you truly can be authentic, that's when people can really be relatable to you. Oftentimes people think it's about having the perfect photo and filtering and putting all these things on us, but it's really through our mess that our message can really come through. And that's what I really see from you. And one thing that I just admire so much about you, Amberly, although we just met recently, but I almost feel like kind of we were supposed to meet. Like serendipity just aligned us together. And one of the things that I have admired so much about you is watching your transformation on social media. I understand that it is uncomfortable. I understand that sometimes our hair isn't looking the right way or, all these things. But I'm just curious, like, how are you able to do that? How are you able to step into that even when it feels uncomfortable and maybe like you had to do something perfect? How does done be perfect? How are you doing that?
Well, first of all, nobody's perfect, and that is first and foremost. But it's you know, Cody, our CEO and founder, he always talks to us about good, better, best. So, and and I feel like where I'm at in my life now is I I am really trying to be better, more gentle with myself about pressure. So good, better, best. So when we're starting things out, we just need to start. Eric talks about it all the time about just start, you'll figure it out. So when I started social media, because Sean had told me, he said, I wasn't even on social media 2 years ago. I mean, I've only been on social media for about 2 years. And
Right.
Sean said, well, how are you going to grow this business? I said, I have no idea. He said, you have to be on social media. I said, what? And then he said, well, you have to make videos. I said, so you want me to be on social media and you want me to make videos? What is going on? and and there is a ton of pressure to look a certain way or do a certain this or this or that and the other. I just show up. I mean, of course, I brush my hair, all of the things,
Right.
but there are plenty of times where I show up with no makeup on, and I want people, it's Saturday morning and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to hang out and talk to my community and just let them know that we're doing life here. We're doing laundry because we were so busy this week that I would prefer to get it done during the week. But now I'm gonna have to do it on the weekends, and I don't want to do that, but that's okay. And there are just certain things that we do, and just be ourselves and just laugh at ourselves and just finding joy in these moments because to be
Absolutely.
honest, this is so new to me. I've had so many toxic relationships in my life that have really stolen my joy, and I'm taking back that power. And I'm enjoying my days, and I'm enjoying my relationships, and I'm making memories, and I'm sharing these beautiful moments with my family, the people that I love, my colleagues, my mentors, and my community. And I'm doing it messy and I'm doing it scared. And sometimes I'm doing it in any way that I can. But I want people to see me that I'm the same on every single social media platform. I'm the same um, person, whether you meet me on a one-to-one Zoom or you meet me in a networking group. I really believe that God has put me here to bless and serve others and bring value to each and every person. And I believe that is why I love promptings as much as I do, because I am able to share and help others share and love on others, which help others love on others. And it's just a complete domino effect of just joy and kindness. And you never know. I may pull gifts out of you that you don't even know that you even have. And
Wow.
I want to do that together in my community where you feel safe, where you feel loved and honored and seen and valued. And know that if you need something, then you text me and you let me know, and we will figure it out. We have enough people in this community that will pull together and we will figure it out because I believe in you and I care about you and I care about your future. So let's do it together.
That's so fire. That is so. I told you guys she's gonna bring a ton of fire. When you said I'm taking back my power, literally, I got goosebumps. I felt that, and I know the audience felt that too. They're resonating with you. And we have a question from the audience from Mr. Eric F. Key,
Sure.
sales guru, and he asks, what is one challenge you faced in the business and how did you overcome it?
So one of the challenges was, and I'm being completely vulnerable, was ego. So I would really be in a space of ego. I would see others like on our leadership board, and I was like, gosh, I really want to be up there. But see, before it was more about, oh, I want to be on the leadership board. That was my main focus. But then I didn't realize that, honey, you got to do the work and build those relationships. You have to learn about people. You have to dive in deep and really find out who they are and how in the world are you going to be able to bless them? And then it started to click. Once I realized that I can't be an ego and expect to grow and move forward. So I needed to reel that in and realize that in order for me to grow, there's work that needs to be done. I have to make sure that every single meeting starts with you.
Hmm.
Every single meeting is going to be geared around what is your best interest and how I can completely bring value to you in your business. And that is what's most important. So once I was able to figure that out, and these are all learning lessons. These are
Yeah.
all learning lessons that we move through within business because most people are transactional. But I knew that that was not that could not be the right avenue in order for me to grow.
Right. Right. Yeah, I love that. And I really think that so oftentimes people come into relationship, especially like on social media, LinkedIn, and they want to just like sell you their thing, whatever it is. Do you want to buy here? Do you want to buy here? Here, you're my customer. You need this. And they forget that that person is truly a person,
Yes.
right? There's somebody behind that. And our ego is not our amigo. And if we can check our ego at the door and really put that away and take the time to focus on the person, we probably can see so much that they could offer us. I know that I started these podcasts and about power women and stuff, and I really thought that I was doing it to give people a platform to showcase and shine, which it absolutely does. But really, what God really taught me is that every one of these people that I interview has taught me so much personally.
Mhm.
I just feel like, Amberly, you have so much that I'm learning from you. And I just want you to know that. I really do respect it. And I think that truly knowing your worth, when you're somebody who really knows your worth, it's easy to allow other people to shine, right? If we don't know our worth and our confidence is a little out of alignment, then we feel
Mhm.
competition.
Mhm.
When we know our worth, then it's okay. There's enough room for all of us to shine. So
Yeah.
tell me, how did you discover your worth, Miss Amberly?
Well, this is a pretty interesting topic because um, I just recently, in the past year, really discovered my worth, if you can
Mhm.
actually believe that. I
Wow.
think because of those toxic relationships and um, being made fun of and having people degrade me, um, I suppressed a lot of those feelings. And I started working with a colleague, and she really taught me areas that I needed to improve on.
Right.
And she provided a safe space for me to be able to grow and continue to grow. This is not like, okay, we're going to be done in 3 weeks, and then
Right.
you're good. I mean, this you you guys, this is constant, everyday growth.
Right.
And in order for you to be the best expansion of yourself, there are things that you have to do each and every day for yourself. And I needed to really do the work. So, it starts as little as looking yourself in the mirror and saying, you are worthy and you are wonderful and you are beautiful and look how much you have to offer. If you're a journaling person, write down those be in gratitude with yourself. Find out really what you are grateful for. Your gifts. We all have gifts. Each and every one of us. We all have gifts. So, what are your gifts? I
Yeah.
know that was. I really had to sit down and dive in deep and really figure out what my gifts were, and that's pretty much where I stay. I stay on the straight and narrow for a reason, because temptations are out there.
Right.
Temptations are out there to pull you into unhealthy actions, unhealthy mindset, unhealthy conversations about yourself. And I am focused on so many things in my life
Right.
that if it does not support the life that I'm looking to create for myself, then I do not have room for it. And that is not to be unkind. It's just I am solely focused and clear about my mission and what I want for myself, that I set very clear boundaries.
Yeah.
And anything else that does not support that, I cannot allow in, because I love this girl so much. And it took me a really long time to find her, and I'm not giving her up again.
No, we don't want you to give her up because we love her too. And yeah, you're so right. I think especially as women, we want to be everything to everyone and have everyone love us and
Of
do
course.
it all. But the truth is, we really can't.
Mm-mm.
And it's if
Oh,
we don't know our core values, we don't have any
yeah,
filter to run anything through. And so everything becomes important. And if everything is important, then guess what? Nothing is important.
that's right.
So I love when you talk about your mirror work and journaling because that's how we can really,
Mm,
it's that self discovery, right? It's not a done, it's a journey, it's a process of just that transformation. And I feel like it's great to know our strengths and really shine those up. But also, I think that our superpower is understanding our weaknesses, understanding that, listen, I'm not good at this, but you know what? Seek out the people who are really good at it, who people who thrive in that. And that's where we can have those collaborations and masterminds and really bring out the best in each other. So we look at you, Amberly, and everything looks so picture perfect. Share with us maybe a kind of a little messy thing that, we're just girl talking here. What's something maybe that people don't know about you, aside from the laundry gets done on the weekends? I don't know.
Oh, goodness. Are you kidding me? It's always crazy over here. I mean, we're raising two girls. Both my girls are in softball. My oldest plays travel softball. So any
Nice.
given moment, y'all, it is like mud in the house. I mean, there are cleats everywhere. There are
Right.
baseball, I mean, softballs. You can find softball bats. There are stuff all throughout the house. And I'm constantly chasing the girls. And we have such great girls, but, we are constantly encouraging them to put their things in their place and helping them grow and stretch and be the best expansions of themselves. And we're constantly having to remind them to keep their rooms up, and whose night is it to do the dishes, and when I start supper, sometimes we don't always get a chance to talk about our day, but when we sit down, we talk about our wins. And we have a pretty tight schedule in our house. We have a lot of private lessons. We have a lot of practice for softball. So, every night of the week, we are not sitting at the table together, but we do choose several times a week to be together and go over our wins and talk about the things that are important. We do, however, have constant conversations about growth. Um, what healthy relationships look like, what unhealthy relationships look like, um, areas that we need to focus on. Are we dealing with some issues at school with some with some people that maybe aren't our friends, and
Right.
maybe we need to have some separation. There's constantly house maintenance things. I mean, last year we literally had like 7 things that happened in our home, and it was a lot. Like the well pipe ruptured, and our basement flooded, and the front of the washer shattered and exploded.
Oh,
I mean, it's like, you guys, life is happening here. Okay.
right. Life is lifing.
Yes, my life is not perfect. Believe you me, my life is not perfect. But what am I going to do? Am I going to sit around and cry about it? No. We're gonna pick it up. We're gonna say, okay, this is what life is throwing us right now. We are stronger than this.
Right.
I will tell you, um, you we are not defined by these things that happen.
Mm.
We have a choice, either to make light of the situation and say, okay, this really stinks. We're going to have to move through it. And you move through it. And sometimes it's hard. And if you need support, I am here. Believe me, I have lived a lot of life from my years on this earth. And I will tell you, there isn't anything that we can't get through.
Yeah.
So I say, choose love first, because honestly, we're either living in two places. We're living in fear or we're living in love. And I am doing my best to choose love, live in love, and lead with love first. And then everything else really does fall in place.
Yeah. I raised 4 kids, and my daughter played travel softball and football and scouting and all of that. So I know eating on the road and having food in the car. And, I was a stay-at-home mom, but I was never at home. So I totally get it. I totally get it. But it was so much fun. I love those
Yes.
days. Those are some of my fun
Yes.
memories. I love what you said, that we are not defined by the things that happen to us.
No,
That's
we're not.
good. That's so, so good.
We're not. We're not.
I, yeah, earlier you were sharing with me your challenge, your 100-day challenge. Tell us about that. I think that's so awesome. I want to hear about that.
Okay. So last year, I knew that we had some huge saving goals that we wanted to reach as a family. So I found these books, and it's a 100-day savings challenge. So the first day, you put $1 in. The second day, $2. The third day, $3, and so on and so forth. You get the idea. So we are at day 75, and when we are finished, we will each have $5,050. And this really teaches the girls the value of money, the value of savings, and how important it is to pay ourselves first. Now,
Absolutely.
we do things a little bit different here. When the girls, if they work hard for something, they receive money. So we split it up into thirds. So a third goes to a charity or church, our church or a charity of their choice, or they are welcome to purchase a gift for a friend or bless someone in some way. Is the whole point of that. Number two, they are to save a third, and then a third for whatever it is that they would like, or if it's something that they need or want or what have you. But I feel like my husband and I both we feel as though those are great um, life skills that are not taught in school.
Right.
Those things are taught at home. And in order for the girls to really understand the importance of saving, the importance of money, the importance of not being afraid of money, because to be honest with you, a lot of people are afraid of money. They they see it as something that is evil, and it is not. Um, as long as you use it in a way that is healthy, I believe. I mean, who doesn't want to have financial freedom? We all want that.
Absolutely. That's
So
right. You're speaking my language. I'm picking up what you're
yeah,
putting down. And that's
it's
called
it's
having a
important.
spending plan, and really, really instilling core values,
Yes,
right? And also at the same time, paying yourself first is huge.
yes.
I have a client that I met years ago, and when I met them, they were already retired. And I'll just call them Bob and Sally. And they were field workers, Amberly. They worked in the field picking avocados and, melons and out in the fields. They didn't make a huge amount of money. That's not it's a hard work, but it's not really a very lucrative career.
Hmm.
They met and got married when they were like 14 and 16 years old.
Oh,
They did this their whole life, right? And when I met them, they were retired. They owned two homes in California, paid off in cash. They had absolutely no debt whatsoever, no credit cards, no car notes, no student loans, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank, over $500,000 in their retirement accounts. And I said, wow, this is incredible. Making, a very meager salary. And I asked Sally, who barely had a second grade education, by the way, how did you folks do this? This is incredible. And she said, you know what, Leah? I learned a long time ago, we were working so hard in the fields, and every month we're paying everybody else, and we're paying the bills, and we're paying them, that I decided I was going to pay myself first. So we started paying ourselves first, 5% of our income, and then we gradually increased it until we were paying ourselves first over 25% of our income. And that's literally how they did that. So paying yourself first is really a principle. It's not just a concept, it's a principle. You're saying to the universe that you're important, right? That you are valued. So I love that you're teaching that to your daughters. I mean, that's something that will be life changing for them. Because a lot of times people think of money as being punitive, like I have to be on a budget. right? And that feels constricting, limiting.
Yes.
But if you talk about a spending plan, heck, everybody wants a spend. Nobody wants a budget. Everybody wants a spending plan, right?
Right.
So
Right.
share with us some of your golden nuggets on how we can really solidify and encourage and build our business relationships, build better connections with people. I know you've got your promptings. Give us some of your wisdom, some of your golden nuggets, Miss Amberly.
So, well, if you know a little bit about me, you know that I use cards to bless others and teach them acts of kindness within business. So they could look a little bit like something like this that you can make, and we have a web-based platform that you can go right on to the site and make the card. You can also put your branding on the back of the card so it can be unique and designed, customized right to you, to your information. And the reason that I use these is because there is something to be said about appreciating someone with something tangible that they can hold. Because
Yeah.
when they really open up that card and they have a moment to reflect on not only the conversation that you both had, but that if they're actually going through it again and saying, goodness, I really did have a great time with this person, with that person. And, they really did have an impact. So I'm going to go ahead and put that card up on the fridge, or I'm going to put it on the island. And I want to revisit this because everything, believe it or not, is timing. And just because it may not be right now does not mean that it's a no. A lot of times it's just timing. People are so busy. They are so inundated with work and emails and life and kids and sports and health issues and all types of things that are going on day to day with people that it's really important to meet people where they are and just bless them. So if you choose to send out these cards, you send them from a place of love. Do not expect anything in return.
Right.
But I guarantee you, the ones that are supposed to connect with you, they're going to reach out. And those relationships that, and just keep sending and blessing others. I had a woman reach out to me. I've been sending her cards for a year.
Wow.
And she reached out to me and she said, I am so grateful for you because you continued to send me cards and you had no idea what I was even going through.
Wow.
My husband was sick. I really did not have a lot of people to help me. I
Wow.
was in such a dark state, but you continued to send cards to me. And she ended up coming on as an affiliate under me so that she can bless others. And she said, I absolutely love what you do, and I want you to teach me everything so that I can help others. And that was a year.
Wow.
That was a year. So, my friends, it is all timing. All of these business connections, I know you all want it right now, but guess what? Do you honestly think that you're going to be able to appreciate it if it's all given to you right now? We have to go through a process of being able to connect with that piece, connect with that person, and you have to be able to appreciate it.
Right.
Because if you don't appreciate it, it is no longer going to be a gift to you. And each and every person that you are connecting with, and each and every person that you are having experience with, is an absolute gift.
Yeah.
So choose wisely who you're meeting with, who you're choosing to allow into your life, and who you want to do business with, because all of those things really do truly matter. And I love to be able to connect with people through our cards. It is such a beautiful way to not only enhance, maintain, establish, and keep those business connections moving forward. It is so much easier to retain someone than
Yeah.
it is to go out and look for new business. So
Yeah.
let's be smart. And let's lead with love and choose our clients and really make it what it really truly is about. It's about others. It's about serving and blessing others and truly providing a service of love and appreciation to them.
Right. Yeah, that's so, so good. And what resonated with me, Amberly, is that we really need to pick the people, not just in our life, but the people that we want to do business with.
Yes,
There are some people that are not a good fit for me. And that's okay, right? Because I'm not perfect for everyone. At the same time, it's really more of a partnership.
correct.
Like, even though I'm doing their benefits and their insurance and retirement and stuff, they're going to expect me to do things, but I have some things that I need to expect them to do as well. And so we really have to be able to work together, because otherwise, then what? It's an energy drainer,
Yes,
and it makes us feel bad, like maybe what we're doing isn't helpful or we're not supposed to be in this business. So really picking the right people that you're a good fit for, I think that is so, so key. I love that.
yeah.
And so we have a question from the audience. Mr. Eric F. King would like to know, how can they become a business partner? Like, what does that look like? So you're building your team with your prompting.
Yes, yes. Yeah, thank you so much for that question. So, building a team with me is, I try to provide a really beautiful experience for all of my affiliates. So, we would talk about what type of goals that you're looking to achieve and where you want to be. So coming on to promptings, we do have a fee, a monthly fee. It's $14 a month, but we do have packages that actually include the fees for 90 days free affiliate. So you can come on and you can take advantage of those as well. We are going to go through techniques and help you learn how to maneuver through the site, navigate through that, find out what feels good, be able to start a list of people that you are looking to connect with, people that you are looking to reach out and support, and then you're going to grow from there. We're
Right.
going to talk about networking events. We're going to talk about ways that you can enhance yourself, your business, and areas of interest to grow and thrive. So it is it is such an exciting time to be a part of our promptings movement and come along with me. We'll have some fun and you'll be able to enjoy an experience, an opportunity where you can grow not only as a person,
Yeah.
but really pull um, out maybe some areas that you've never really felt before. And there are so many people, I really believe, out in the world looking for opportunities
Right.
that they can grow themselves. So I would love to speak to anyone who is looking for an opportunity. Um, and I'd love to have that conversation with you.
That's great. I love that. So, do any of your business partners do all the videos, all the social media, or are they right on board with you, or do some of them have maybe some camera shy reluctant?
They do. So everybody does things a little bit differently. So I have some that are only in person. They
Mm,
only enjoy in-person things. I have some affiliates who are all about social media. They're all about networking. They don't have a problem with videos. They put themselves out there. They're not scared about anything. And then I have some who are just getting their feet wet. They're kind
right.
of figuring things out. And so I have a nice variety of all different types of affiliates.
Yeah, that's good. We all start somewhere.
We all start
That's
somewhere.
that's the big that's the main point, is we all start somewhere. I remember when I was in Eric mastermind class and his sales training that he had, and he started talking about doing videos, and you got to start doing videos, and I'm like, what are you talking about? No, I don't want to do videos. I don't want to do that. What is this whole video thing about? And here I am, I'm doing money minutes and all these wealthy
It's so
Wednesdays. I
true.
mean, who ever thought? Listen, if someone would have told me, rewind the camera, rewind it for 6 months or a year ago, and they said I would be doing all this, I said you would be crazy. That's not what I want to do. I don't like being on camera. This is not my personality. And here you go. So it's about being willing to get outside of your comfort zone, right? Everything you want is on the other side of what you don't want to do.
Yes. Yeah, it's true. And honestly, being intentional about what you want. I mean, when's the last time someone has truly ever asked you, "Hey Leo, what do you want? What do
Yeah.
you want in this business? What do you want for yourself? What are your goals? What are you
Yeah.
really looking to achieve come second and third quarter and fourth
Yeah.
quarter?" So I think really having some conversations with ourselves and really being raw and open with
Right.
ourselves and what we want to achieve. This is our life.
Yeah.
We have choices. We have ways that we can say, that doesn't feel good, this feels good, but really being intentional in
Right.
those areas. If you love videos, then you make your videos. And if you love in person, it's what feels good for you. So be intentional in those spaces. Find out what works for you. And listen, my friends, your biggest competition is yourself. It is not anyone else. Your biggest competition is you. So let the ego fall aside and really ask yourself, what do I want?
Mm.
What do I truly want in my life, in my relationships, in business? And if those relationships need a little bit of help, then text me, reach out to me. I'm on every social site you can think of. So reach out to me, connect with me, and let's have a conversation and see how I can bless you and support you in your business, your community, and in your life.
Absolutely. So we're kind of winding down here. I'd love to know for me how I recharge. I'd like to know how you recharge. But one of the things I do is I'm
Mhm.
so blessed that my office is here. I can walk 10 minutes. I'm at the beach. I'm at the pier. I'm
Yep.
at the wharf. I mean, it's just decadent around here. So I love to go to McDonald's and get a milkshake. Okay. Just I love McDonald's milkshakes, and I'll grab a milkshake. I call my milkshake moments, and I'll just grab a milkshake and I walk right down to the beach and I'll take a walk on the beach and just sit. You might call it meditating. Sometimes I play in the water. Sometimes I just watch everybody walking around or sit there in solitude and just allow the sun to come in and just allow myself to rest and recharge. I would love to know what's your milkshake moment, Miss Amberly? How do you recharge?
Oh, so that's a great question. So sometimes I will take my shoes off and go outside and put my feet in the grass and
Yeah.
just kind of let the sun, just kind of feel the sun. I love to walk. So I love to put my earbuds on and put on some of my favorite tunes and just walk. We have a rescue. I know she's 2 years old, but I still call her our puppy. So I love to take her for walks,
Nice.
and we like to walk as a family. The girls will ride their bikes, and I'm a huge beach person. I think if you cut me open, there's probably some, sand and some waves and some sea turtles in there and I mean, there's like all kinds of stuff. I love the beach. Anything beach, I love sunrises, sunsets. All of those things absolutely calm me. I have loved the beach from a very, very young
Mhm.
age. Um,
Yeah. I
that's
know you're beach girl Shreve. I said, oh,
yeah,
that's my girl right there.
yes. I am a beach girl at heart. And I really enjoy making memories with my family.
Mm,
Um, the girls are growing so quick, and they crack me up with their personalities and really being with them and learning from them because I mean, there's nothing like having your kids keep you humble. Okay, so all my parents out there, we are very humbled in this home, and our kids remind us. So those are probably my favorites.
I agree with you. We're so on the same sheet of music. So are you a sunrise or sunset? Like, what's your favorite?
So I really am a sunrise.
Your sunrise. Okay, I'm a
Yes,
sunset.
yeah, I am out there
Whatever.
like 5:30, 5:15, 5:30 in the morning, and I
Yeah.
will park myself right on the ledge. And I actually took a couple videos of the full sunrise. so that
Ooh,
way I can watch it um, and just remind myself of just the beauty in all of it.
I love that.
It's such a beautiful reminder, and I can hear the waves and just take it all in. So those are really beautiful reminders of just God's creation, and it's so gorgeous. It just warms my heart.
Yeah, I love that. Me too. So, what is on the horizon? We see all that you've accomplished. What is coming up for Miss Amberly Shreve and, you know, Q2 and the rest of 2024?
hmm So we have some exciting things coming up. I am actually working on a huge recruiting piece for April. Anyone who is looking again for an opportunity, I am talking to several people that I actually already have set aside who are interested in the business, who are interested in um, just allowing themselves to have an experience.
Mhm.
And that is what we are going to do together. Um, a lot of great things that are coming up. We have some events coming up with promptings. We are going to be going out for some self development and gratitude piece out for promptings to prosperity. Very excited about that piece. We have some leadership conferences coming up, and we are also growing in so many areas. Um, and I'm growing every day too. So I'm
Yeah,
learning more and more about myself each day, and um, how I can continue to move forward and enhance the gifts that I have to share with others. So really excited for what is to come. Personally, always looking for areas of growth. We're always working on our health, always adding in, as much water as possible, meal planning, all the things. Really excited for softball with the girls and making memories there, and making memories with our family, and watching the girls in their craft and what they love to do. Um, and my husband and I are just going to be in the mix trying to navigate it all, and it's going to be exciting and beautiful.
that's beautiful. That is so wonderful. I'm so excited to get to know you more. And I'm just excited to be on this journey with you. I really am. I think that it's so important that we have people, and especially women, that can really, we can kind of lock arms and kind of do this thing together because it is going to be an ebb and flow. It's, we're going to be on a high and then maybe we're going to have some little bumps and bruises along the way. But just like you alluded to, we can get through it together.
Sure.
We can shore up each other's weaknesses and help each other to highlight and showcase their strengths because we're not coming from competition. We know our self-worth, we know who we are, and we have that ability to go ahead and allow others to shine as well. So that's what I really just love so much about you, Amberly. Thank you for being so transparent and really sharing your whole heart. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
really shared your whole heart today. And I think that really came through. I know people are going to be taking a lot of wisdom from you, from what you've shared today. And I'm excited for what you have going on in your business and just watching you continue to thrive and prosper and helping everyone stay connected with promptings, but really stay connected with you also.
Yes. Well, I appreciate this opportunity. I feel so honored, and it was absolutely lovely spending time with you today. And I'm excited for what is to come. And I truly believe that the best is yet to come for all of us.
Absolutely. Any words, last words in closing, Ms. Amberly?
Um, I will leave you with, being in gratitude, and um, a constant reminder of your blessings each day, to remind you of truly how beautiful you are and what you have to share with others. So I appreciate the opportunity so much.
Thank you. And I just want to give a shout out to the great Mr. Eric F. King. Truly, he is the mastermind and the king of collaborations. I met Amberly through Eric and his mastermind. We do Motivational Monday with Eric and friends every Monday morning. It's 4 a.m. in Monterey, California. So yes, I'm up at 2:30 in the morning on Mondays. And a lot of people would call me crazy. In fact, they do call me crazy. But I say, it's the people who are willing to do the things that others won't, so you can have the opportunity to have the things that other people can't. And I love the challenge. I love meeting other people like Amberly. I wouldn't know her if it wasn't for that. And she's added so much to my business she doesn't know. In my life, she's so inspirational. You see how she is here, and that's truly who she is. I've seen her on and off camera, and I'm excited for us to continue this collaboration. So I really challenge all of you. Who do you have in your collaborations? Who are you allowing into your mastermind? Because it really is a rising tide raises all boats, but only if your boat is in the water. So I honor all of you for having your boat in the water today. And that's pretty much it for us. So we thank you for joining us. I know you got a ton of value, and we will see you all at the top because we all know it's way too crowded at the bottom. So that's for us. Thank you so much. See you all soon.